Hello and welcome back to our Reset program. We've been talking about the fear factor, and the last time we talked about the fact that each and every one of us has the measure of faith. God has dealt to each one of us the measure of faith. So we don't start off with zero faith. We all have some form of faith, a measure of faith. And last time we determined that faith, if we were to actually measure it in volume, it's 25 milliliters. That's what a measure equals to. And so we all start off with some measure of faith. However, what we do with that faith determines the outcome, determines the type of breakthroughs that we have in each of our lives. Now, fear is what the enemy uses to block us from receiving what God has for us. Faith is what God uses, is the avenue he uses to bless us. We have to have faith. In fact, the Bible says the just shall live by faith, and we have to walk by faith. So we not only live by faith, but we have to walk by faith. Now, Romans 12:3, as last time I shared with you, says God has dealt to each one a measure of faith. In Hebrews 11, verse 1, we are told, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So it's a now faith. Faith is always now. Faith is never in the future. Amplified Version says, now faith is the assurance, the confirmation, the title deed of things we hope for, being the proof of things we do not see, and the conviction of their reality. Faith perceiving as real fact what is not revealed to the senses. So meaning that now faith brings our hopes into reality and becomes the foundation needed to acquire the things that we are believing God for, the things that we long for. Fear, on the other hand, is the substance of things not hoped for. So if faith is the substance of things that we hope for, fear is the substance of things that we don't hope for. It's the evidence of things not yet seen. So what fear does is it puts a halt, when we're operating in fear, we begin to feel like we cannot attain or reach those things that we're believing God for. Faith is all the evidence that is required to prove what is still unseen. And we'll talk more about that later. But what I want to deal with is fear, because fear is a hindrance. Fear is a blessing blocker. Fear is what actually opens the door to many sicknesses and diseases. And I'll go deeper into sharing with you how some sicknesses and diseases are spiritually rooted in fear. Fear is the root. And the reason why you've got to get rid of all fear out of your life. Never allow fear. Don't open the door to the enemy to bring fear into your life, because fear will block you. Fear will hinder you from doing God's best for your life, for yourself, and from being the best person that you can be in this life. So next time we'll go deeper, and I thank you for joining me once again this week. Be blessed. Bye-bye.